Hey everyone, so we have a question here. So the first question is, how does text suggestion work? Is it the same as recommender system? And then we will be going into the second question, which is on the finance sector. So first one is, how does text suggestion work? So text suggestion working is basically next word prediction. Next word prediction. So either use LSTM, RNN stuff, or more importantly, now they use transformers. Okay. So what you have to do is basically, so transformer, as I said, there is an encoder and there is a decoder. You throw out the encoder, you only take the decoder, you stack a couple of layers of decoder, and then you say just give hi, how, r dash, and then in the model it has to predict. So it will remove the first word, so it will predict how r how r, and instead of this blank it will be obviously hi how r. What is the next word that naturally comes to your mind? You. Okay, so next word it will predict. Okay, so it will remove the first word from the start into the prediction, and it will take second word will become first, third word will become second, and the dash will become this particular word over here, and so on and so forth. So this is the way it is trained. Okay, is it the same as a recommender system? Now again, when it comes to innovative solutions, there is no end to that, but generally speaking, no. Okay, the answer is no. Recommender system, you basically have two entities. You have a customer and then you have a product. Now obviously there will be more than one customer and there will be more than one product, but for the easier understanding you can say, yeah, there are two entities. There can be other things, but the idea is to basically try to figure out, there are two ways in recommender systems. Either you try to figure out similar customers and then similar customers, and based on that you do the selection of product. Okay, or you do the reverse, you find the similar products and then try to find customers for them. That's how you do it. In deep learning method that I had once, I think just last week I had proposed, is that you can use two different neural networks. Okay, and this will be for the product neural network, one we will have for the customer neural network. Okay, and we are going to use trainable weights as representatives for both every person and every product. Okay, so every product is going to have its person and product. So every person is going to have its own vector which is trainable, and this is also trainable, and then you project it into, let's say, a same dimension, let's say n dimensional space, and then try to reduce the cosine distance. Okay, so basically if you reduce the cosine distance, these two vectors will be aligned, more aligned. So that is the idea. Okay, so is it same? No, because next word prediction is based on transformers, and generally speaking we don't use transformers or LSTMs in recommender systems. Okay, recommender systems are basically between two different entities, and it can be more, but generally speaking that is the case. Now let's go to the second question, is any application based projects / portfolio projects in deep learning for the finance sector? When you talk about finance sector, okay, in completely in AI related field, when you talk about finance sector, it just means stock market prediction. That's it. Because finance sector is basically composed of, when it comes to computer science, now finance, we are not students of finance, but when it comes to computer science, or when it comes to general domain, okay, there is technical analysis and there is fundamental analysis. This is Warren Buffett stuff. Okay, so this is long-term stuff. This is using mathematical models, which we do generally speaking using maths. We try to figure out patterns. And once we are able to find patterns, we use that knowledge to make dollars. That's all we do. Okay, so mostly the focus here is there. Obviously there are some things over here, so you look at the fundamentals, P ratio, earning, the board of the of the company, the directors basically, and all those things. So what is the vision of the company? So long-term stuff. Okay, Warren Buffett stuff, as I said. In the technical analysis, you basically have indicators. Okay, and then you try to simulate you back test strategies, you make strategies and you back test, see the profitability of the strategies, how many dollars did you make, and all those things. Okay, so any specific project, most of the things deal with this, that is stock market only. Okay, so finance market, stock market, whatever it is, most of the projects and these things deal with it. Any application based projects. I mean, I'm not going to suggest any kind of a trading on stuff, but yeah, generally it is used in trading. Portfolio based projects in deep learning. So I had this so there are some places where a transformer is being used to do some stock market prediction. Okay, generally these don't do good, especially in the short term, because in the short term there is a lot of noise in the market, and in the long term, it depends. I'll just say depends. Okay, so I'm not saying that it's not working. Most of the problems that come in this is that, something, let's say the pandemic. Okay, who can predict the pandemic? But the effect of pandemic is so much that a lot of these models just fail. Okay, so all in all, yeah, it's hard to do any kind of high level project in finance domain. Now I'm not talking about front end, like those stuff, because this is not deep learning, right? So you asked specifically for deep learning. Deep learning, I have seen some papers that try to predict stock market data. That is the highest that I have seen. There are some that have gotten some good result. uh, I remember one or two paper reading one or two papers, I think over 6 months. It has been over 6 months, but mostly there is not much. Okay, it's all stock market. I have a playlist on my channel. There are 3 videos. I do intend to make further videos on those topics. Basically, I want to start with indicators. Okay, so there are a lot of indicators. There is SMA, so SMA, simple moving average, exponential moving average, the Bollinger Bands. Then you have your super trends. You also have MACD, and this continues till forever. Okay, so there are many indicators. RSI is also there, very famous one. So what I'm going to say is that this is a risky domain. If you want to do it, do it. Otherwise, I would say stay clear of this. Okay, I don't do it, so I don't know. Okay, so I hope I was able to answer your question. Please ask as many questions as possible. Either I am going to comment back on your question if I don't think a video is needed, but if I think a video is needed, definitely I will be looking into that. So I hope you like the video. As always, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and bye.